Very good. Hello, lovely people. Great to see you. Here we are. Another day, another Monday. It's Monday, right?
It's Monday.
What do we call our Mondays?
good.
Magical Mondays. Hello, lovely people. Great to see you. Yeah, so Monday. Today we're going to be talking about how, like, what are you doing? What are you doing mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually to dismiss a way of being, a way of emoting, or what are you disapproving in yourself or in others? This is Rita Wood and Tammy Magnuson. And we just want to give you like a sense of awareness, because look, we're kind of running on automatic. Some of us are running in autopilot. And so here's an opportunity to kind of stop and just notice what is and be aware of what you don't even know that you're already doing. And dismissing is it's a program. Dismissing and disapproving is a program. And we grew up with that program, right? As children, don't feel that way. You shouldn't go that, like all this disapprove. And we also did it to our kids, and our kids are going to do it to their kids until someone breaks the chain, breaks the cycle. And that's what we're here for. We want to help you all stop the suffering that you create in your own brain all by yourself. What do you think about that, Tammy?
In your own brain all by yourself. So those are kind of fighting words for some people, right? Because we're like, no, this happened and I have, I should be angry or I should be sad. But what we're doing inside ourselves is probably 10,000 times worse than the incident that happened. And then we keep in that state of mind. So hopefully you all are open-minded and can see how we do this to ourselves. I know it was freeing to find out that I'm doing it to myself and I can help change that. So yeah. And so what was the question about dismissing?
So what are you doing? What are you dismissing in your life, like today? Or what are you disapproving?
Yeah.
In yourself.
Yeah. So maybe Mondays feel like you need a break from the partying and the fun stuff you did on the weekend. And maybe you're dismissing your own body's need for rest, or maybe you're dismissing its need for more water or exercise, or like what's going to help you increase your energy for the day instead of, what do we do instead? We
just, we have routines,
complain.
We have routines. We blame our circumstances. Yeah. Woe is me, all this stuff. So we just keep building until we actually crash and let our body rest.
Yeah.
Instead of just acknowledging it and not dismissing it.
Yeah. Right. So maybe the way that we just dismiss what our body needs and we go for the things that are quick fixes,
that can go in food. That definitely could be a food thing. That could be a physical thing as well, where we're dismissing an emotional state of being because I can't and I deserve and I should and like all these things.
Yes. Yeah. So sometimes just taking that time, taking that moment to just check in. Right? It's a Monday, check in with yourself. It can be a magic Monday. It can be just as wonderful as Friday or Saturday or Sunday. When you do this checking in, take a couple of deep breaths, really just sit and start thinking about what you appreciate about your body. Okay. Because if you've used it all weekend, having fun, partying, traveling, doing these things, then on Monday, maybe it's a good time to check in and see, what do you need? And better yet, what am I grateful for that you provided for me? And stop dismissing it. Like your own body is the only thing you have for the rest of your life.
Yep. And also like your thoughts, your thoughts aren't you, right? but we need to acknowledge them, accept that they're there, and we need to let them move on, right?
Right.
We need to let it process through. So that's another way to look at, like, if you're feeling sad, like, oh, I shouldn't feel sad because, like, just notice how you feel sad and where you feel sad and what stories or thoughts are you looping that have you continually being in that sad state. And we have the stop stress technique, and sadness can be a stressful environment for your cells in your brain, and you're dumping all these negative cortisones, too much of it on a consistent basis. So you want to be able to change your physiology. One of the ways you can do it is by doing the stop stress technique. So just print it out, put it on your refrigerator, and so, but you're not dismissing it. You're acknowledging, you're noticing where it is, and you're noticing how it got developed and the purpose it got developed. It's no longer needed. Like, why you're sad is now the past. You're here today. Like Tammy says, you take a deep breath and you just check in. That's what you're working with, not the perceived threats and thoughts from the past. Right. So you're not dismissing the sadness for this moment. You're just missing the old sadness with that thought that gives you that. So, and then do the stop technique and do 10 rounds of it until you actually change the physiology of your body. And you turn around, you smile, and you look and you appreciate what you love about your body, your children, your spouse, your partner.
Yes. Yeah, that's brilliant. So that loop thing you talked about is, I mean, people notice it. If
Other
you
people
stop and
notice
think,
it.
yeah, if you stop and think, like I was talking to my friend and she even mentioned, she's like, it's like this loop. And I'm like, yes, it is. When you notice that you're in that automatic, and he says, then you do, then she says, then this happens, then he says, then, you get in this cycle. And what's going to break it is you're going to need to take that time, take that breath, go inside, find out what's going on inside of you, and help to divert the water out of that.
Yeah, get on your motorcycle or your 10-speed or your bike or your tricycle on your horse and just go change that cycle. Really, you do have to change the cycle, close the loop, complete the loop. Yeah, that's great. Well, guys, I'm glad we can bring you words of wisdom, and maybe tomorrow we'll talk about disapproving. How are you disapproving of yourself, of others? And when you disapprove other people's stuff, like, you get stuck, like you get in this, either oscillation where yes, no, and it keeps you kind of stuck where you're at. So we look forward to being with you tomorrow. And what do you say, Tammy?
Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you click notifications so you know when we go live next time. And